My name is Antonia Villaraigosa. I'm the former mayor of Los Angeles and Speaker of the California State Assembly. And let me just say that I couldn't be more honored to have been invited to speak here on the very important issue of multiculturalism. This is Baku's fourth humanitarian conference, one that focuses on not just how Azerbaijanis live together, but how we all live together in the community of nations on a planet where we've had too much war, too much genocide, too much discrimination. How do we respect one another's culture and languages, racial and ethnic differences, while at the same time preserving our national identity? Those are the questions that have been asked over the last couple of days, and those are the issues facing us. This is my first visit to Baku in Azerbaijan. I can tell you I am absolutely impressed. When you think that 10 years ago the economy was somewhere in the neighborhood of a GDP of $3 or $4 billion, and that today there's a $60 billion economy, you have to marvel at the fact that in such a short period of time, since the dissolution of the Soviet Union, this country has not only grown into a per capita economic power, but has reinvested that money in the human development here in Azerbaijan. All around you see infrastructure, new infrastructure. I got to hear the president speak yesterday of the investments in healthcare and education. And while all of that is going on, you're also focusing on how Azerbaijanis can live together in harmony. That, I think, is an important issue. I was excited to come to Azerbaijan because this is a model nation, not just a model Muslim nation, but a model nation, one with a 1,000-year-old Jewish community, one with a focus on human development that is respectful of the many cultures that make up this country. Well, the fact that Azerbaijan is a force for peace, is a force for searching for the innovative and creative solutions to the ethnic, cultural, and racial strife we see in the world, religious strife that we see in the world, I think speaks volumes about Azerbaijan's standing in the world. It was mentioned that this small country of 9 million people had the support of more than 150 nations to sit on the Security Council. This is a country that people are beginning to notice, if you will, not just because you're an economic power for such a small country, not just because you provide oil and gas, but because you're also hosting events like this that seek to nurture common understanding.
What is multiculturalism in your mind?
I see multiculturalism as the notion that all of us should respect and understand that difference can be good, that we don't all have to be the same, And yet, although we're different, I think multiculturalism is also the vindication of the idea that we have commonalities. That while we may be different, our aspirations are the same. I said earlier today, you could be black or white. You could be a Muslim or Christian or Jew and have the same aspirations for good health, prosperity, a better future for your children. These aren't things that any one people, any one religion, anyone of anything has a monopoly on. So I think I see multiculturalism as respect for differences, as almost a reveling, if you will, of the many cultures and languages that make up our countries in the world, and the identification of what we also have in common. Because it's easy to talk about what makes us different. We always have to remember that we have much in common as well.
How do you regard the multiculturalism policy pursued by political leadership in Azerbaijan?
Well, I see it as a very positive indication of the commitment of Azerbaijan to multiculturalism that you're hosting a world forum like this for the fourth year in a row. I think it says a lot about your president. It says a lot about your parliament. It says a lot about the people of Azerbaijan. We should all, particularly in these times, after the most violent century in human history, a century of genocide, a century of war, at a time when we see a growing extremism, a growing fundamentalism that separates us instead of uniting us, this forum is important. And so we thank the people of Azerbaijan, the government, for inviting us today.
What do you wish to our people and to Azerbaijan?
Well, I wish you happiness. I wish you peace. I think the goal of trying to understand one another is the goal of searching for peace. Today we heard from academicians and theorists who talked about the history of the class of civilizations, but also the history of working together over the centuries. Let us hope that we can learn from the working together and the clash to work more better together in the future. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
I think you have enough, no?
Yeah, thank you
have
very much.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.